the top 5 captaincy picks all blanked in FPL. Isaac, blank. Watkins, blank. Saka, blank. Palmer, blank. Mo Salah, blank. But Murphy's Law is what can go wrong, will go wrong. And if you never had Jacob Murphy, all you saw was a red arrow this season. But we have another double game week. So are we going to triple captain? Are we going to bench boost? Let's find out on the next episode of FPL Diamond Dogs. My name is Tibbs from the FPL Diamond Dogs with Sid from the FPL Diamond Dogs. Let's start the show.
Hey, my guy, bend it like Dickham.
I tell you, I'm angry. We're just about to start the podcast. Man United scored an 89th minute goal. Joshua Zirkzee was out here celebrating. Life was good. And then just before we press record, I want Onana out of my club. Out of my club. This is a costing love. An absolute travesty what this man does on the field. I don't understand. Absolute travesty. And then Arsenal, okay, bend it like Declan. But
I'm not even calling it bend it like Declan. I'm calling it bend it like Dickham. Dickham, because he came from West Ham and he's Declan Rice and he was half the price.
I won't even lie to you. Because Sid and I went to go watch the game together at a bar. I won't lie to you. Rice's goals were so good. I was an Arsenal fan. I was enjoying the fun. I'm like, because my team's not giving me any choice. So for that one half, me and Sid were the biggest Arsenal fans in Atlanta. I won't even lie to you. Everyone loved us. We were high-fiving everyone. We were all in.
Nah, guys, the truth
Maybe I
is...
should be an Arsenal fan.
The truth is, guys...
I like Beckham, So
Exactly, that's the truth, guys. This man has been struggling so much this season with his team, and he saw Declan Rice just come out and bang in 2 goals from free kicks like Beckham, like prime David Beckham at Man United back in the day. It brought back all the nostalgia for him. He was like, you know what, guys? This is actually what it feels like. Ah! And then just a young Mikel Jr. little
Moreno, he's out here. Like, I'm not gonna lie to you, Arsenal a double game week next week, so I wouldn't lie. So Miko Moraines, I'm like, I might have to.
I actually have a crazy stat for you, right?
Okay.
From the time Mikel Moreno started playing as striker, he's the 3rd highest goal scorer in the league.
I actually never knew that. I'm not surprised because no team can score goals. Like, striker has been in position. The fact that since Chris Wood has disappeared from our lives, it's rough up top, eh? Without Chris Wood and Holland, we're puzzling to see who to pick up front, but we're puzzling, right? Because there's no striker. Because like now Holland is not around, but he wasn't really Hollanding when he was around. But Wood was our O, and now that there's no more Wood, there's no more O's. That's how we all there with Mamushes doing nothing, Isaac doing nothing. We're like, hey guys, we need a striker, and it's like I might go 3-5-2. Like there's no striker that you actually need or want in FPL currently at this moment in time, right?
Oh, I mean, like, that's also the big thing with FPL now. Like, I think most people brought Saka in, barring some people in front of me who decided Foden was a better choice than Saka. When I literally showed this person in front of me a wild statistic where Saka's not kicked a ball, for almost 4 months, and Foden still hasn't caught up to him. And Foden's been playing, bruh. It's not like he's not been playing. He's been playing. And Saka, in one game, one game back, decides, you know what, guys? Hey, you know what? All I need is 15 minutes on the field. And I've got a goal. I've got a goal. Who's Foden? People are just saying Foden should always start for England. Foden is so great. Foden is this. Foden is that. Bruh, even Rodrigo couldn't even clean Saka's boots, bruh, this week. Even Rodrigo couldn't clean Saka's boots this week, bruh. Ha!
Are you happy now, Sid? You done? You good? You good?
No, I told you after that game. I told you after that game I'm going to be shameless. I'm going to be shameless. Like I know the tie is not done. I know we're not through. That I 100% agree.
Are you through? We know we're through.
No. I know we're not through. I know we're not through. No. I know we're not through. I know because we can go to the Bernabeu and like shit can happen at the Bernabeu. We can lose 4-0 at the Bernabeu. We can and we're done. Like I hope it doesn't happen, but it could happen. It's not out of the realms of possibilities because they were out there. There were YouTubers out there that were saying Arsenal had 0% chance, 1% chance, 6% chance, and you know what?
That's true, man. Like, I wouldn't even lie to you. I saw some YouTubers do a hate-along. Not even a watch-along. Like, they were like, we're not here to watch. We're only here to hate. And I'm like, imagine having a hate-along and then you watch that game unfold. And
Oh, bro.
you're watching it, we're like, Declan Rice. Now this is Odegaard. I'm like, nah, Declan.
Nah, I told you. I told you. With that first free kick, you were like, yeah, I think Odegaard. And I was like, no, but Declan, it's too far out. Declan has the power on his foot. And you're like, I don't know. And I was like, I know. And then next thing, it was Declan Rice, bruh. It was Declan Rice. He bended it and it went around the wall. It was like 4 meters. It was like 4 meters to outside the goalpost. Man bent it all the way back in. That was like a return ticket back to freaking Cape Town, bruh. That's how much it bends.
No, and like we even said, bruh, like we felt bad for Qatar, bruh, because man was the only O on the field trying. He's like, he's never been in England before. This man is like out here, like Neo from the Matrix, just blocking bullets everywhere, bruh, just doing everything he can. And I even said all 3 goals, no keeper in the world could have stopped them. Arsenal just found pinpoint accuracy, and I'm like, where is this in FPL? That's all I want to know. I will say that I think it's the return of Saka. Like this can't coincide with because Saka won the free kicks as well, and I'm like, you can't say that this return of Saka has not made Arsenal a better team. Like so for me, and this is my spoiler alert for what I'm gonna do in FPL is next double game week, where Arsenal double, I am gonna be using prematurely my triple captain on my star boy, Bukayo Saka. Our star boy. Like hey, I'm ready. That's what I'm doing. So I'm just letting you know.
Okay, wait. I have to fight you on this. I have to fight you on this.
No,
I'm just letting you know. I'm letting you know that the likelihood of Saka playing 90 minutes over over a double game week is very, very low.
Nah, but I agree with you.
Because the reality of the situation is we're playing Madrid next week. Yeah. And Saka's playing 90 minutes at Madrid. He's not. There's no shape, hope, no way. There's no other thing that's gonna happen. Max, the minimum that boy is playing in that game is 80 minutes. So, hey, bro, I don't even think he's playing this weekend. So I want to give a spoiler alert that I might be going for a young Mikel Merino option instead of, as I might be subbing Saka out of my team for Mikel Merino and going for, because I know that man's guaranteed 90 minutes no matter what. In all three, all five, all six games, that man's guaranteed time. And bruh, the man has scored, like what? What did I tell you? He scored 7 goals in 6 games. 7 goals in 8 or 7 goals in 6. Ha! Who? Why? Why not? And he got a brace the first time he came on the field wearing being a striker. He got a brace. Why can't he do it again? And we're not playing. And we're not. It's not like we're gonna go play against like. It's not like we're going and playing Sean Dyche teams. We're playing against teams that are gonna. We got Crystal Palace in that double game week. We've got.
And Ipswich. No, you have Ipswich.
And we have Ipswich.
That's why. Ipswich. I'm here.
But you see, that's why I think Ipswich is a game where they're gonna come out. Those always have to come out swinging because they know they don't want to be like Southampton. They don't want to be like Southampton where 7 game weeks left and they're already told, you know what? We'll see you. We won't see you next season.
Relax. Like, you came too hot at the party. You pre-drank too much. You are not invited to the party anymore. They were sent home early. They were like, no, it's 10 o'clock. You arrived drunk. You weren't good to the society. Leave the party. That's what Southampton have done. Right? Southampton are still on course to get the lowest ever points total in Premier League history. They still have to get 3 more points to beat the lowest point score. And I don't see them in these next 7 games getting 3 more points. So they are on course statistically, even though just viewing wise, they've been the worst Premier League team we've seen. But they are basically 3 points away from statistically being the worst team that the Premier League has ever seen. But let us get on to FPL now. That's why you guys came here for this show. So
I can't. I'm not even gonna lie, guys. I didn't even come here for FPL. I didn't even come here for FPL. I didn't even come here for FPL. Oh, I have so much more to say about just football in general. This week, these last 48 hours. Ha!
It's been dead for me. Dead. Like, I actually believe. I said I believed in Arsenal making the Champions League. I feel like we were on the same point on that end. But I did say it as a hater, being like, but now I can say, like my man Eddie Murphy, I believe. I believe.
Bruh's out here playing games. Games. No, but again, but like seriously, I just one last thing, and I'll be done. One last thing, and I'll be done.
Right. Take the floor, sir. Take the floor.
To all the Premier League teams out there, there's one statistic you can't take away, and that is Madrid are yet to beat Arsenal. In a 90-minute game, Madrid are yet to beat Arsenal.
I remember why I'm not an Arsenal fan. I remember people like you. They made me remember why this is.
I'm just giving statistics. Your Man City, shame. Your Man United, shame. Your Liverpool, shame. Your Chelsea, shame. With all your European heritage, shame.
I can't stand this. Congratulations on your fantastic statistic. I'm so happy for us.
The people are calling them Galacticos. For what?
I'm Sid's having the best time of his life. I'm not even gonna lie to you. This is the happiest Sid's been all season. In fact, all season. This is the happiest it has been. It has been happy the whole season. And you know what? He deserves to be because that Arsenal team, absolutely, it could have been six, but it could have been a rugby score. The way Qatar was out there saving them, like they're lucky it was only 3-0. To be honest, they were lucky it was only 3-0.
Yo, bro, you can ask Tibbs. I was sitting there. I was like, nah, another one, another one,
He was
another one.
like, just being unnecessary, so greedy, this man. Just take the three and go home, bro. Just take the
Nah,
three
when I saw
and
that
go home.
Camavinga red card, I was like, I know there's only 1 minute to save the world, but hey, guys, it's time. Go for it, go for it, go for it. Try, just try. Let's just go. Let's give another PSG hiding. Let's give another PSV hiding, bruh. Let's give
7
all.
0 just a young 7-0 against
Nah, okay, it would
PSV.
never. No, no, okay, let's relax. It would never be 7-0 against Madrid, but it could have.
I can't take the
imagine,
pressure.
imagine if imagine if it was 7-0 against Madrid at Emirates. The way people would have cried, bruh.
Now it should have just been five. Like I think a young five would have been enough. Yeah, seven was a bit is a bit like
It's
but a young
impossible.
five, like five. Because I'll be honest and say you deserve five. Like if they had any other keeper in goals, it would have been easily five. Like would have been without a shadow of a doubt. Even it would have been five.
No,
So
I know the keeper did the job. Keep it.
oh yeah,
I'm
that's what they
the
get
keep.
paid to do, I suppose.
Exactly.
Except
That's
for
what the
Nana.
keeper.
Nana doesn't get paid to do anything. To be honest,
that no, you
that's
see, this is the turnaround though. You see, this is why it's here at the bottom of the screen. You see what's first?
actually
Arsenal
I don't
wins,
co-sign
and
anything. I don't co-sign anything.
then
I think about it. I
then
don't
comes
co-sign
back again.
anything.
Man, you
Because
draws. Man, you draws. I.
and guys, can you not can I tell you how I celebrated when we scored that goal in the 89th minute? And I'm like, we're fine. Like, we've got this. And then I saw Onan, I'm like, what does he do in training? I want to know. Like, because he hasn't got better in 2 years. That's my thing of, you know, there's training that can happen. Like, but every time he goes to Europe, that's what I don't understand. When he goes to
Oh,
Europe,
Nana, look what you just
I don't understand.
started.
He single-handedly is gonna get United knocked out of the Champions League, which he got last season, and now knocked out of Europe just because of him. Our play isn't terrible. It's not great. I'm not gonna put it that way. But he by himself is like, I'm gonna single-handedly. He's a double agent. That's what he is, actually. Now I think about it, those double agents. He's like, I'm gonna make sure this team does not qualify and go far in Europe. Because every time he comes in, all I see him do is cost us day in, day out. I've never seen him save us in Europe. I've never seen him being like, oh, without Onana, we would be okay. I would be okay if I was playing for Man United. That's how much Onana does nothing for this team, right? And like, you know what? Maybe he's gonna come right. I think one time he saved a penalty or something. But other than that, I don't have time for this man. I honestly like, even though we have so many other holes to plug, I would still go get a new keeper. I'm like, you know what? Forget this all. Forget this man. We will find somebody, bro. So if you have a keeper on loan, just we'll even bring Ramsdale. I'll even take Ramsdale. Come back down, bro.
Nah,
Anything.
I think Sanchez is willing and willing to go through. You know, I
No, no,
think.
no, no. I don't need Sanchez. He's terrible. He's also and he's for Chelsea. He's terrible. No, 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 no,
Nah,
no, no.
what you guys do, what you guys can do is tell Chelsea, listen, you know you guys have to pay us money to give to so that we take Sancho back. Nah, keep the money for Sancho. Just give us Sanchez, and then
Yeah,
you'll have the
exactly.
double S's. You'll have the
And
double
then it's like,
S's.
how are we getting more problems? Why are we getting more problems? Those are the two players that are costing Chelsea as constructed. How are you going to leave costing Chelsea to come cost us? We've already done Mason Mount. So we've already got that from Chelsea. We've already got budget fees from Chelsea. We can't carry on making the same mistake and wanting a different result. We must just, all Chelsea players are cursed. They cannot come to United. Just let them go. Let's create new problems. I want to hate somebody new. That's my thing. That's all I want from Man United is to hate new players. Exactly. New players can say. Now I can say Ganacho. Hey, you know what, Ganacho, my Messi light. Hey, bruh, this is now extra light. You Messi zero now. Like you're not even Coke lights anymore. Now you you Messi's. There's nothing about you. Like Ganacho, these past even like 4 or 5 games, has been put in opportunities to 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 take us over the finish line, and every time he's fluffed his chances. But I heard Diallo might come back if we make the Champions League. I mean Europa League final. So he might be back for the Europa League final. So we have to first now beat Leon, and then Diallo might be back, fam. My new African Black Panther. We gonna be here, fam. He's gonna come right. He's gonna come right for us.
Okay, okay.
Okay.
But hey, bro, it's been a tough season. So, which brings us on to our favorite part of. Let's actually start the show.
No, for us it was a great week. I would like to us because we followed Murphy's law. Both of us followed Murphy's law, so we knew what was up. We knew early. Everyone is there like, oh no, Gordon might come back. Jake. People went double Newcastle defense instead of Murphy and Isaac. They're like double Newcastle. We like no. I know my boy Jacob, fam. I read about him in the Bible. My boy Jacob. There's an all I can trust.
Hmm.
I can trust my boy Jacob. So obviously, obviously, obviously we decide who goes first based off of who got the least amount of points, and we both did really well. But there's someone who just did a teensy bit better, and well, this is the time I'm gonna keep quiet. So let's take us away.
Nah, you know why? Because you were indisposed this weekend, where I actually
Yes.
did beat you for the
Yes,
middle
yes,
of the game, the middle of the week, game week. You're gonna go
yes.
first.
Oh, that's fair. No, that's fair. I won't lie to you. I was very indisposed. Life happened. Life happened too fast for me. But you know what? So let me go through. Let me go through my
But
points
I
for the
will say
season.
I am gaining. I'm slowly clawing my way
I
back to
told you, Sid.
somewhere.
This comeback is still on, Sid.
Nah, it's not
This
on. It's not
comeback.
on. I'm not getting anywhere near you. I'm not saying that.
There's one triple captain away from
No, because I'm gonna
maybe.
be using. We're gonna be using. I'm gonna be using my chips the same time everybody else is using their chips. Basically on the same player that everybody else is using their chips on. So
Yeah,
it
I said I'm
nullifies.
doing it on Saka, so maybe not, my guy.
Uh,
I said I'm doing it
you're
on.
not doing
So
it on Saka. You will never do it on Saka because we both know the the weekend to bench boost is the weekend with the most double game weeks in it, and you can't be bench boosting when there's only two double game weeks, two teams doubling or four teams doubling in this game week.
hey, now you never know. Is it? Hey, you don't know what my plans are. You don't know what my plans
Well,
are.
I do. I do know what your plans are. I.e., why we're here.
Okay. So let me at least go through my past game week.
Yeah.
So the game average was 34. Tibbs came through with a young 64, nearly doubled the whole game week, but it's fine. Um, Firstly, Raya in goals got me 2 points. That was not a penalty. Let's just be honest with ourselves. Lewis Kelly got robbed. That was not a penalty by any stretch or form of the imagination. Wiping out my Raya clean sheet, but a lot of people like double Arsenal defense, which I didn't. So that was fine for me. So Raya got me two. My boy Guardiola 9 points. And can I tell you that Livramento and Jacob Murphy, only 2% of the entire game had Livramento and Jacob Murphy. And I was one of those 2%. So I'm in the top 2% of the game, which I technically am being in the top 200,000. But let's move on. So then Livramento got me 11 points. My boy Muniz got me 8. Jacob U. Murphy, 16 points. A hero amongst men. as he literally came and dominated the game week. Salah got me 2, Palmer got me 1, Foden got me 1, Mateta got me 8, Isaac, my captain, got me 4, and Mamouche got me 2. Sanchez, my reserve goalkeeper. So I have Sanchez. he got a second game clean sheet in a row where I haven't trusted him. So you know what? I'm gonna trust him this game week.
All
Saar
the
got
more
me 2.
reason, all the more reason to trust him for United. That's all I'm
No, no,
saying.
no, Sid. No, 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 no. Saar got me 2, Konza got me 1, and Kroke's got me 1. So my bench is not benching. So um, I might, obviously, I probably won't use my bench boost because my bench isn't benching. But we never, we never know. You know, anything can happen. But a really good game week. It is my first green arrow in about 3 or 4 game weeks. So I've been slightly dipping under form, but now I'm back in the top 200K. So like now the surge again for let's just go for 150 now, because like Sid said, everyone's gonna use their chips in the same way that are sort of at the top of the bracket. So I'm like, it'll be very hard to get like a huge points game. So I have to rely on my differentials. Foden and Palmer, help me,
Bruh, did you see?
help
Did you did you see Palmer
me.
this in his game this
Oh no,
weekend
he's terrible,
today?
and he just
I
got
mean,
subbed
yeah,
now at halftime in the Europa and
that's
the
what I was
Europa
talking about.
Conference.
I switched that
So
game off. I was watching it to see if I should bring Palmer back in because I'm worried about the
and
sucker.
he got yes, and he got subbed. He got subbed at halftime. So I don't know. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Just know that when Saka or Moreno come into my team, I can tell you, hey, things are getting defrosted. So that's all I'm gonna know. I'm taking the chicken out early, bro. So I'm gonna take him out very quickly. So that's my team. Yeah. So currently, I'm gonna save 150K, but in a dream scenario, top 100K is where we want to end up. But I'll take 150 as long as I just carry on using the right chips and just hook my differentials like a Jacob Murphy and a Livramento came up with. But I think everyone's gonna have them this game week for Newcastle's double game week. But
Yeah.
yeah, I'm pretty happy. And yeah, that's what I'm gonna do this game week. You Sid, how did your game week go?
Yeah, I got 53 points, so not bad. I had Ryan goals 2 points, Saliba in defense 2 points, Minaz with 8, Burn with 6. I'm just gonna take it back to Usher and just let it burn, bro. That's all that's gonna happen. I'm just gonna let it burn. And then I've got Saka with the 1 pointer, but it's fine. I'm okay. Saka, if you need to give me 1 point for the rest of the season, just because you need the time off, take your time off. Go to church. Go
Take
do
your
whatever you
time.
want. Like, bruh, go relax, have a coffee, watch people play football on the weekend. You don't need to be seen in the stadium on the weekend. Go hang out with the family. Go have some food. You know, bruh. I know you've got that Nando's sauce, your own Nando's flavored sauce. Go have some of
That's
that at
actually
Nando's.
true.
Go
He actually
go have
does. He
that
actually
sucker
does.
flavor. Go have that sucker flavor, bruh, on the weekend. Don't bother showing up at the Emirates on the weekend. Relax. Take it easy. It's fine.
Even go to Spain now, fam. Have some paella. Like just go to Spain now, fam. Like you don't even bother coming back to
Nah,
England. Just
bruh.
go
Even if you have
go
to
to the
go home,
beaches.
even if you have to
Just go to the
go home to
beaches
the
there in Spain,
nah.
chill out this weekend,
Listen,
and then
listen.
wait for the team to come back from Arsenal. That's what you must do,
I'm,
man.
I'm even gonna say, even if you have to go home back to the motherland of Nigeria, bruh, and have some jollof rice, it's fine. Do it. Do what makes you happy, bruh. Do what makes you happy. But yeah, so hey, bro, I didn't even get through my team. Salah with 2 points, Saar with 2 points, Jacob Murphy 16, Mateta with an 8, Isaac was also my captain with 4, Mamouche with 2. I've got Areola as my bench keeper. I've got Nico Williams who had 4, um, Rashford with 1, Konzo with 1. Um,
What did you say?
I know, you heard what I said. You heard what I said. You heard what I said. Do you know how much Rashford is? Do you know what the price of Rashford is? Do
No,
you,
no.
Rashford's price right now is 6.7 million. As a midfielder who plays for Villa, who doubles.
Sid, I don't. I feel like you never want this podcast to succeed in life. I realize this. This Bruno, I swear, if I see this ever again, but see, this is what I hate about Sid. Sid's got me rooting against my own players. That's what Sid does. Sid has got me rooting against, like when Bruno scored his brace, I was like, actually, Sid, I don't want to talk to you anymore. He was out. Now Rashford is out. Sid is an enemy of progress. That's all Sid wants to do is make me angry. This whole podcast is dedicated to Sid just trying to make me angry. That's what I realized. Sid is the problem in this podcast. I see it now.
Why? Why? Why?
110%.
Why?
How dare you get Marcus Rashford? Who do you think you are? Oh my goodness.
I
Gracious.
like you coming in with the Livramentos, the
Yeah. I like to
Gavadios.
live in la vida loca.
So
This is me trying to
all
live.
I like to do is this. All I like to do is this. All I like
Okay.
to do is this.
Okay, I see. Yeah, I see. I see. But yeah, it is a good gaming for us both. Like I went now, we both wildcarded. Obviously, wildcarded a week earlier than you, but we both wildcarded to similar teams, which is also going to make it hard for us to sort of, you know. I think my difference is I have Foden, while you have Saka. I mean, I'm not Saka, Rashford. And Saka, and I have Palmer. So you don't know
I
that
also
actually
have
yesterday.
I also have Saliba. I
Oh no,
also
I'm
have
getting sleeps. Don't
Burn.
worry, I'm gonna get sleeps.
Uh, yeah, you can get him, but I don't think you realize the mathematics behind what you're trying to do, because you 1 plus 1 here is not equaling 2 for you. It seems
No,
you'll
my
have to
thing
get rid
is
of a keeper. You'll have to get rid of the Raya keeper, and then you'll have to, if you want, if you
I'll
want
think
a
about it.
Saka,
No,
if you
no,
want a Saka and a defender and Raya, there's not a lot of room to maneuver in
no,
the
it's
space.
fine. That's a next week situation when Arsenal double. We will you know what I said, if we'll cross that bridge when we get to it. When we get to it, we'll cross that bridge. But yeah, actually, so no, there are a few differences, and then so our teams can still team. So yeah, your comeback is still on, Sid. I still believe in you. You have 7 game weeks to save the FPL season, and I believe that you can do it. I have all the faith in the world. All right, so then we could start our favorite segment. This is the first segment we came up with. Call up, trust, believe, and strike three, you're out. So call up is exactly what it is when you call somebody up. It's a very simple thing of cool. You see them, you like them, you smile, you're like, cool, I'm gonna get that girl's number. So you're gonna call them up. Trust is once you actually have asked for the number, you're trusting that it is a correct number that they gave you. Believe is when it says, "Oh, sorry, this number doesn't exist." You're like, you know what? I never heard it right. She probably gave me the wrong number. Then when you see her again, you realize that she never gave you, never cared that much, and she genuinely just gave you the wrong number. So strike three, you are gonna be out. So Sid, who is the girl in the club that you're liking, and you're trying to be like Drake and call her up on her cell phone?
I'm in a long term relationship, bro. I'm not trying to call anybody up. I'm in a long term relationship, bro. I'm happy where I am. I ain't trying to call anybody up. Maybe, if I was shopping and I was looking around, there might be someone that might be eyeing that I could eye up a little bit. And the one person I could eye up a little bit is just Mikel Jr., Mikel Jr. because I like real no like real talk with Mikel Merino is the two people who've scored more goals than him is since he started playing striker is what's his name your boy Fernandes,
Hey,
and who's the other one? Bro, who's the other person? Wait, give me two
7
seconds.
goals. I'm trying to think. Could be Isaac.
No, Isaac hasn't. Isaac's not even on the list.
Okay.
Since like it's lit. Like obviously it's a very it is a very small list of people, and it's a very
Yeah, there's no one
random list.
really scoring.
Yeah, it's hey bro, I can't remember who it was, but anyways, yeah, there's one other
What's his name?
person. Hey,
No, okay. Damn.
uh, yeah, so I think Mikel Mourinho, um, sorry, I'm just looking up the stat while just to
No,
double
no, don't
check.
stress. Don't stress. That is a.
Oh, this is since 24 because it was on Sky.
Mhm.
Mm, I can't find it.
Okay, but yeah, but he scored a lot then, so that's still
Yeah, he's scored goals. That's all that matters in this scenario.
yeah, yeah.
He's scored goals on goals on goals.
Hmm.
Um, sorry. Yeah, so yeah, I would look at Mikel Mourinho as one of the people um, who who is a possibility of coming into the team.
Okay, no, that's a good observation. Yeah, like for me, I agree. My call up is just like you said. I'm actually in a very committed relationship right now. Like me and my team, we're pretty happy. Like we're vibing, we're good. Like so, yeah.
Oh
Right
wait,
now,
wait!
I'm probably.
I've got the stat. I've got the stat.
Oh
Since
yeah,
February 15th,
yeah.
it's Marco Asensio, Bruno Fernandes. So Marco
Hey.
Asensio with 8 goals, Bruno Fernandes with 7, Mikel Marino with 6, um, Evan Nilsson with 6, Mamouche with
Hey, Evan
6.
Wilson's been fire. Yeah.
Yeah, Mamouche with 6, Isaac with 5, and Salah with 5. Since
Yeah, no, like surprisingly, that's also if it wasn't for double game week, strikers, Evan Nielsen is actually like we were all worried about, Clivelt or Semenyo, but hey, from Bournemouth, the old to actually have been worried about was El Nielsen, but he's really been firing. So that's definitely somebody that I'm not gonna look for yet because of double game weeks, but. Yeah, so I am gonna to call up. I am probably gonna roll this game week,
yeah,
but for the next double game week, yeah, looking at people like an Asensio, because Aston Villa do look like they might get knocked out of the Champions League after losing 3-1 to PSG. So maybe there is a comeback, but so Asensio, your Mourinho's, Saka, those are people that you're gonna look to jump on for the double game week, for the next double game week. So those are the people that they're just on the rotation. Like I'm not liking them yet, but you know what? Next time I see them, maybe a spark can flow. Maybe a conversation starter can happen. But for right now, I'm pretty happy with my current goal and my rotation. So those are players you should look for because I think defense. Muniz is the only real great defender to have.
yeah,
Um, then only because Guardiola is doubling is the only reason why I have him. So yeah, so I think that those are the correct players to look for, and maybe a young shout out for Connor Bradley. Now that Trent is out, but I'm sure Trent's going to come back before the end of April. So there's no point to spend your transfer knowing that Trent's
Um, I'm
eventually
also
going to come
I'm
back.
also gonna say like a Dan Burner Liverment is also a good option for a
Oh
defender
yeah. Oh,
for
sorry. Yes, this is if you don't have triple Newcastle and triple Crystal Palace.
yeah.
This is sorry. So if you don't have triple Newcastle or triple Palace for this double game week, then obviously one of their players, and I would go one Palace midfielder Mateta and then Munez, because Mateta is on penalties and Eddie Nketiah got a red card, so he's definitely not doesn't even have to share minutes with anybody else. So you have to pick between Eze and Sa, depending on your price range, really, because they go either way. They can go either way. So who are you going to trust in, Sid?
Hey. Hey. You're not gonna like who I want to trust in, bruh. But I'm just gonna do this. I'm just gonna give you a. I'm just gonna give you a quick, just a quick. just a.
It's just to because I believed in this early last week, and I've realized that my beliefs never work. I feel like no one listens to this podcast
We're
because
doing trust right now. We're doing trust right now.
yeah, I know, but
Okay.
every time I've believed in this person, they've never in anyone, they've never come through. So now I'm gonna take that out, and now I'm gonna choose to trust somebody. Maybe they need trust. They don't need. Sometimes before you can believe in somebody, you have to get them. You have to earn their trust. And now I'm gonna trust in my boy, England's forgotten son, England's prodigal son. His name is Philippe Foden. I am choosing to trust in Foden. There's no basis for this trust except I've got a feeling ooh, that Foden's gonna have a good day. Yeah, Foden's gonna have a good night. Yeah, Foden's gonna have a good night. The feeling, woo.
So
For
you really
Foden.
believe? You really
Trust
believe?
me.
Hold on. You really believe that Foden
Yes.
against a lackluster United team,
Okay,
which
sit.
no,
Sit.
a lackluster United
Sit.
team, he produced nothing,
Said, but it was a
nothing.
Manchester derby. It's a Manchester derby, and I'm so sad because if Pep waited 2 more minutes to sub him off, there were 3 points waiting for me. He costed me 2 points because he took Foden off on 59 minutes. He
Yes,
just needed to take him
because
off on
he was
69
doing
minutes.
nothing. He was
Said,
doing nothing.
you see, here's the
He
thing.
had
It
an
was a Manchester
hour.
derby.
Man had an
Derby,
hour
you
on
never
the
know where the
field.
derby's gonna
Man,
go.
no. Man had an hour on the field and did nothing.
It's a derby. You don't know how derbies are rough. They're physical. Like you know how it is. Sometimes you're good against other players, but then when you played Michael House, things got rough. So then
No,
maybe he just
no,
never.
no. It didn't happen like that. It never happened like that. When you're good, you're good. When you're bad, you're bad. I've seen it all. I'm an Arsenal supporter. I've seen it all. I've had my derbies against Tottenham, against the Chelseas, against bro. There's enough people against the West Hams. I've had them. I've seen it. I've seen it all. And I'm telling you right now, either you're good, or you're bad. There's no in between. And your boy Foden is bad. That's it. Like you wasted
I
the way you brought in Foden and Palmer for after with a wild card. With the wild card where you had your pick. You could choose anyone. You could literally choose anyone. And you go, you know what? Foden, I I know you've not been scoring, but come here. Hey, Palmer, I know you've been in this team for the last month. Oh no, not even the last month. You've been here since Christmas and you still haven't delivered. I'm still waiting for my gifts. Father Christmas has come and gone and brought me my gifts, but I'm waiting for you to deliver. This is not Amazon Prime delivery, but nah. What are you waiting for? What do you need? Do you need Jesus himself to come down and tell you, bruh, no, don't do this anymore? What do you need? Do you need Moses to pull out a rock tablet and say to you, thou will not score? What do you want?
I will tell you this, Sid. Palmer is on his last ride,
He
in my
should not be
opinion.
there. He should not be there. Like, genuinely should not be there. Like,
I'm just
you.
letting you know, Sid.
No, you don't
Palmer's
need
on.
to let me know. You need to let yourself know. This is not a me problem. This is not a me problem. This is a you problem. I don't have to worry. I'm trying to help you, but you don't want the help, bruh. You just out here
No,
like no
I'm
you
listening
you
to you,
you
Sid.
behaving like one of those patients I see where you're like, oh no, I'm sick, and I'm like, okay, cool, take this medication. Nah, but doc, like I don't want the medication. Ah, bro, then what do you want me to do? Do you want me to go and
Yeah,
do you
because the
want me to get some
medication
holy
says I
water?
can't
Do you want
take
me
the
to get some holy
medication
water and just
and
hit
drink
it?
alcohol. But I want to drink
Ah,
alcohol. That's the sad part. So the medication, I don't need it because doc, I want alcohol is a disinfectant, so and clean me from the inside. You know, that's
ah, ah, ah.
all
Nah,
right.
nah,
So
nah.
that's who you choosing to believe in, Sid.
Hey. Okay, I'm gonna believe in Saliba.
That's fair.
Yeah, Saliba and Raya. Actually, it's just a combo there. Just
All
a
right, the
young
double
combo.
Arsenal defense. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's fair. That and that. And it's funny because I'm actually this game week. I could. This is where you could make a huge
Actually, no,
case
wait, I
because
lie. No, wait, I lie. I'm not believing in Saliba or Raya. I'm believing in my boy Isaac. Because guess what? Guess what? This
what?
weekend, this weekend, it is triple captaincy activated. That's what's happening. That's what's happening. There is a triple captaincy chip being played this weekend.
Hey now, hey now.
After that show I saw Anana put on. Hey,
Actually, to be honest with you, like I wasn't planning on triple captaining, but Onana's made me. I saw the signs, and I opened up my eyes. I saw the signs, so I'm not gonna
no,
let
no, no.
you.
You said what you're gonna do. No, you said quite. You came out here. You came out here with the pompous, arrogant self, going, "Yeah, Saka. Ah, I'm putting you as triple captain in your double game week. Go, triple captain your
Me
boy.
arrogant.
Triple captain Saka.
Me,
Yes, you.
me,
Yes, you.
arrogance.
Yes, you. Yes.
Must be a different way
Yeah,
of putting it.
I know. There's only one man who. There's only one reason a man would be so arrogant that he'd think he could change. He could change Phil Foden and Cole Palmer, bruh.
Are you talking to
Bruh.
me? You talking to me? Ah man, nah,
Yes,
nah,
yes.
nah.
I'm talking to you. I'm talking to you. Ah, bruh. The way you believe, the way you're believing in people for no reason. You just out here spending money. You're just like, you know what? I'm gonna make it rain. I'm gonna make it rain because you know what? I'm
Oh
gonna
yeah,
change you. You know, I
exactly.
want you to change. I don't want you to be the same way you are. I want you to change. And you know what? They're not gonna change for shit, bruh.
They will change for me. I see something in them that you don't, Sid. That's the issue. That's the issue we're dealing with. But
What do you
that's
see?
triple captain is a shot. Like obviously that's a sort of I still have decisions to make tomorrow and Saturday before the deadline day. But because I still might bench boost, I still might triple captain. But the person I'm choosing to believe in is Saw. I obviously made a choice between Sa or Eze. And obviously Eze got 9 points this game week and Sa only got two. But I was benching Sa and I made a choice. You had to make a choice between Eze or Sa. and I chose Saar, and that's what I'm gonna believe in him of. For me, Saar's the player that plays actually 90 minutes. Eze hasn't played 90 minutes. I think he's played 90 minutes once in the past 5 game weeks. So that's a kind of also a reason why I picked him. Of Crystal Palace don't have anyone else that can play on the right hand side. So I think that he is and he's over the past 3 game weeks before this one, he has outscored Eze. So it is always a 50-50, but I decided to go for Saar, and I'm gonna believe that he over this double game week is going to outscore Eze because even though he's zero point 0.7 cheaper than Eze, I think that he's also better than Eze for the team. Not on the field, but for the team, I think Saar is better. So I saw believe in you.
Okay, cool story,
Okay.
bro.
Strike three out for
Oh,
me.
I know who the strike 3 year outs is. For me, I know who strike 3 year outs. I've got two. I've got two
It
massive.
obviously has to be Kirkes. So I'm like, why would I have Kirkes in my team? Your face is priceless. I wanted to say, no, it has to be Palmer. Um, it
Just
has to be
Palmer. Just Palmer. Just Palmer. No one else.
yeah, just Palmer. Like it has to be Palmer because like Sid said, I've believed in this man probably not even since Christmas, but since fucking Halloween, bro. I was probably knocking on doors, not more, and then like, yeah, trick or treat. And all he's done is trick me to believe in him. That is all Palmer has done since October for my team. And I've carried on believing that he's going to be a treat, but all he's done is treat me terribly. So, Palmer, I'm not going to lie to you. The only reason why I kept you is for this home match against Ipswich. But then, even when you guys are playing a Europa Conference League team, your coach only plays you 45 minutes. Then he doesn't play you in the league last time. Palmer, I don't care if you're playing Ipswich. I don't care if you're at home. I think it's time for you to leave the Super Kings, which is the name of my team. So Palmer, strike three, you're out. That's it.
I'm waiting for another player. I'm waiting
No,
for
I'm
the
done.
name.
That's the end of
I'm
my
no.
segment. So,
I'm waiting for the. There's another name that you should be
no,
saying. There's another
no,
name. No. There
no.
is
My
a no.
segment's done,
Sure.
Sid.
No. I'm not waiting for part two. I'm not sitting here waiting for part two of a movie,
No,
bro.
there's no part
There's no
two.
cliffhanger here. I want it.
But
I
there
want the
isn't.
end of the story. I want the
We've
end of the
done the
story.
season finale. The season
No,
finale is done.
no. There's another episode. There's another episode. There's not even an episode. There's a post-credit scene. There's a post-credit scene right now that just ties everything together. And you need
I
that
never
is the
filmed it, so
scene.
I can't tell you. I never filmed it, so I don't know. I don't know what post-credit scene you're talking about because I never filmed it. So those are my two, outs. Strike three outs. I feel like those are the only two that I have.
Nah, you're fucking with me. You're fucking with me. You're fucking with me. No. There's no ways. There's no ways. There's no
Sometimes,
ways. There's
sometimes,
no
sometimes you
ways.
just can't do what
There's
other
no
people want you to
ways.
do. I'm
There's
telling
no
you the truth.
ways.
You just don't want to believe the
There's
truth.
no ways you're sitting here and telling me that you are willing to keep your boy Foden, your boy
Yep.
Foden on the team, in a playing team for another week when he has to play Crystal Palace, then he has to play Everton, then he has to play Villa, then he has a blank game week. Bruh, the man has 4 blank game weeks in a row. What are you trying to do?
Sid, I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what you want from me. I'm telling you the truth.
Nah. Bruh.
Sid, I don't. I told you I trust the boy. I
Bruh.
trust the boy. I'm sorry. He's given me no need to trust him, but you know what? I see something in him that no one else does. That's the
Which is
sad thing.
what? Which is
I
what?
see
What do
it.
you see in
I
him?
see it.
What
I
do you
see it,
see in
Sid.
him? No.
I
What do you
see
see in him?
Sid, I can't. It's undefined. You know, it is just
How is it undefined? How is it undefined? We're meant to be here helping these good people make the right decisions. And here you are doing the wrong things again.
yes.
You're behaving like Liverpool before they got knocked out of the FA Cup. You're behaving like Liverpool before they got knocked out of the Carabao Cup. You're behaving like Liverpool before they got knocked out of the Champions League. You're behaving like Liverpool last weekend when they. So I don't know what you want.
Sid, I just see something in Foden. I don't know what it is. Like sometimes FPL their stats. Sometimes you can watch the game and you
You know
have
what?
their
I have a bet. I have a
mindset.
bet. I have a bet. I have a bet for you. That's
I
gonna.
just
I have
have
a
a
bet for
hunch,
you. I have a
and I
bet for
have to go
you.
with my hunches.
I
Yes.
have a bet for you that's gonna make you cry, but you're gonna take the
Okay.
bet.
All right.
I think in the next 2 game weeks, even though
Yes.
Foden has a double game week, I think Ilanga outscores Foden.
Oh, that's fair.
I'm just
I'll
putting
take
that
that
out
then.
there. I'm just putting that out there. I
We're gonna
think
do it now. In the
Ilanga,
next two game
two
weeks,
game weeks,
Elanga is gonna outscore Foden.
exactly.
That is a bet I will take. I still believe in the point. I can't define it. Said I have a hunch, and my hunches have done badly this.
Even better yet, just to add jeopardy, just to add a little bit jeopardy to it. I'll
My
also
team is jeopardy. My
I'll
team
also
is jeopardy.
I'll also include Bruno Fernandes will outscore Foden as well.
Said, bro, you breaking my heart, you. But you know what? I told you I trust the boy. Bruno Fernandes and Alanga will outscore Foden in the next two game weeks. Foden, this is your call out. I don't know if you watch the show. You definitely don't watch the show, but just listen to me, Foden. Tibbs is out here being the only person seeing what I see. So show everybody what I've seen and come right. That's all I'm gonna say. Sid, your strike three out. You still haven't got to your strike
I
three
know.
out. What you
My
think?
strike three out is very simple. Cole Palmer and Phil Foden. There is no other people. There is no other people. If you have them on in your teams, say goodbye. Like literally, say goodbye. There is no other people to consider. Clavert, why? Why do you want to get rid of Clavert? What has Clavert done wrong to you? Kirkes, what has he done wrong? Like I don't understand. You choosing people who will score more points than the people you're keeping, and they are cheaper than the people you're keeping. So for what? I don't know what you're deciding. You're just out here misleading the good people. You're out here misleading the good people on YouTube, bro.
Me?
Yes, you. Yes, you. You.
No,
You.
I've told everybody there's no logical reason I'm keeping Foden except I have a hunch. Sometimes you have to go. That's why I said, oh, there's eye test, there's stats, and then there's gut feel. And I just have a gut feel about. I'm telling people, if I was you, I would not get Foden. I wouldn't. I can tell you for free. I wouldn't get him. I would definitely get Moreno. I'd get Moreno. I would get Saka, and I would even get who else, bro? But to the Crystal Palace midfielder, obviously Salah, and then like another midfielder from Newcastle. Then when Newcastle don't blank, I'd get an Aston Villa midfielder for the Newcastle midfielder. If you want to use logical purposes, that is how you should use your five midfielder spaces. Is Salah, two Crystal Palace midfield, or one Crystal Palace or two, depending on what you want, because they have a double double. Then then yeah, Arsenal midfielder, then an Aston Villa midfielder for their double. Like those, that's a logical way to look at it, and that's what you should do if you are being if you want to be responsible and give you guys a logical midfield to have for the next two game weeks. Me, I have am illogical, and I just have a gut feel, and that's why I'm gonna stick with Foden. There, you happy, Sid?
No, no, I'm not. I'm not. What do you want from me? I'm
I've
not.
explained to the people what they should do. Don't listen to Tibbs. Don't do as I do what I say. Because I'm gonna do what I'm gonna do. But do it as I say. So that's just my opinion. And then we're gonna come here in 2 weeks' time, and you get to come on here and say, Tibbs, I told you so.
Okay. Okay.
Alrighty. Let's go to hindsight. Our hindsight is foresight as we predict all of the Premier League games that are gonna
Now I
come
know what it
this
feels
year.
like to be a Man United supporter, bro. I just now I know
And the
what it feels.
delusions we live in, man.
Yo, hey,
So the
hindsight
first
is.
game of the game week is Man City versus Crystal Palace. This one is challenging for me, right? Because City has been terrible. And obviously, some people still have the assistant manager chip, where obviously because of these two double doubles, they're gonna keep the assistant manager chip. Um, where they might go for Glasner, whatever, for points bonus, whatever, because Crystal Palace have a chance of winning this. That's so. Then that's why I probably, if I had the assistant manager chip, I would probably would rather have two Crystal Palace and the assistant manager because I generally think Crystal Palace have a chance of winning this game, and then you'd get the 20 points bonus boost for the assistant manager, and I think Crystal Palace will win this
Oh, so
game
you,
two
you
one.
think you think Crystal Palace are gonna win this game?
2-1, yeah.
2-1.
Yeah, with a goal by Foden. Yes.
Oh, okay, okay, interesting. So I don't think I don't think Foden scores, but great to know. Mamush will score probably. I think it'll be like a 3-1.
Oh, I don't think it'll be that bad. I don't think. I think
I think
City's
it'll be like a.
defense has gotten a little bit better. City's defense has gotten a little bit better. Because I've had Guardiola for the past two game weeks, and
Yeah. Um.
he's been able to keep a clean sheet for both of them. So I just
Can
think
I?
Crystal Palace.
Can we just go through um what you call it? City's last four fixtures.
I just said last two. I was focusing on the
Oh, you
last
can
two.
even
What?
go the last two fixtures. Can we go through the last two fixtures? They kept a clean sheet against Leicester. Okay, didn't realize Leicester was an attacking threat. They kept a clean sheet against United, and they didn't score. So again, United only scores through Bruno Fernandes. That's why Bruno Fernandes is the second highest goal scorer since 15th of February to date, and we're in April. Like, hey, there's reasons for this. So, and then if you want to go back one further, it's a 2-2 draw with Brighton. Then if you go one back further, it's a 1-0 loss to Forest. And you want to go one back further, it's a 1-0 win against Spurs. So their form guide for 5 games, for 5 games, the only two attacking teams they played against, they conceded against.
Sid, I'm saying Crystal Palace are gonna win. I don't know what more you want from me. I don't know what you want from
The
me.
fact that you telling me you believe whose attack do you think is better, Palace or Brighton right now?
At the moment, oh no, Brighton have been pretty good attacking wise, but I
Like
will
right
say
now.
that Crystal Palace, I would say.
Oh, okay. So you say Crystal Palace's attack is better than Brighton's attack right now, pound for
Yeah,
pound.
right now Moteta saw an Eze on form, and only really, yeah.
Oh, okay. Interesting. Interesting. So when Brighton put two past City, what happened?
Now, I'm saying 2-1, Sid.
No,
What
no,
more
but
do you want from me?
you're also leaving out a very key problem here. You're leaving out a very key thing. Haaland was there for all the other games, barring the United
Mamush is
game.
around. What?
No, 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 no,
Mamush,
no, no,
listen,
no.
Mamush is around.
You're leaving out something so like you're leaving out something so important to this whole understanding. I agree with you. Mamouche is around, but Haaland was there.
Yes.
Since Haaland's not been there,
Yeah, yeah.
they've not scored a goal.
No, Mamush scored once,
When?
like three game weeks ago. I think Mamush was around.
When was the FA Cup game?
FA Cup. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. Wait, let me. City FA Cup. That was like 2 game weeks ago,
Was
two or
it two
three
game
game
weeks
weeks
ago?
ago.
One game week ago?
Yeah, I think it was 1 game week ago. Wait, I'm trying to think. When was the
There
FA
was
Cup?
we no, it's 2 game weeks ago because it was the team
Yeah, yeah,
playing.
2 game weeks ago. Yeah,
Okay, just checking.
yeah. Yeah.
Just checking. It's 3-1.
We both had a Crystal Palace win. I don't know where this sudden coming from. I don't. We were both on the same page. I don't
No, we're
understand.
not on the same page. We're on a very
No,
different page. We
we're on
might
the
be
same
reading
book
from
at least.
we might be reading the same book, like you're saying, but we're on a very different page.
Hey man, the
Uh,
page I'm at is fire. That's the thing. Of you don't know. The page I'm at is it's flaming. Even you don't even you don't you'll never expect it. Okay. Then we have Leicester City versus Brighton. Yeah, Leicester are going down. Like Brighton are a decent team. Um, yeah, I'm gonna say 3-1 to Brighton. I think Brighton are a decent attacking team. Welbeck is back in form. They've dropped João Pedro. Welbeck is out here again doing his thing. So yeah, I think the defense is still struggling for Brighton because I've had Verbruggen for a huge part of this season, and I can tell you clean sheets are just not a part of their DNA. So I definitely think that it's going to be a 3-1 to Brighton.
okay, I kind of agree with you. I think it could even be four, to be honest. Could even get to four. Depends. It just depends. But I think Brighton are clear winners on this one. I think which like it's a simple one, and I think that brings us to Forest Everton.
I think 1-0 Forest. Like they're struggling to like really get some goals with Wood out. But they're just way better than Everton, and they have the most clean sheets. Like Sales is on key to win Golden Glove. They have the most clean sheets. Everton, Beto, I watched him miss chance after chance. Moyes has waved a magic wand where they've now gone out of being in the relegation trouble, but yeah, they're still not a top 15 team in the league, like probably 15th. Um, but yeah, so 1-0 to Nottingham Forest, because they'll have enough. They'll have enough to defeat an Everton team.
Yeah, I think I know who's the man that'll score for Forest.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Gibbs White. Yeah, yeah.
yeah, yeah,
Same,
yeah.
same.
Gibbs White. Yeah, definitely
Yeah,
Gibbs
Gibbs
White.
White.
Definitely
Yeah,
Gibbs White.
that's
Villa Southampton.
Now here's the
Hey.
issue. Villa have only won one game coming off of a Champions League midweek. Like Aston Villa have struggled a lot coming back from European nights. But in saying that, they have signed Asensio and Rashford to sort of help with that hangover, that European hangover that they should have. Asensio and Watkins never started in the Champions League game, so that kind of leaves them prime and fresh to come in this game and impact the match. So, and Southampton is the worst team in the league. So I think it's going to be 3-0 to Aston Villa.
Yeah, I think a brace by Rashford.
So next fixture, Arsenal versus Brentford. I think I'm actually concerned about this game. To be honest with you, I'm genuinely concerned about this game because I don't know what Arsenal are going to do
I know what they're gonna do.
because I think they've pretty much wrapped up second place in the league. Um, they're still a slight favorite of if Liverpool carry to Flunder. to join Liverpool in a last ditch like race for the title. But I think that they'll definitely rest Saka. Um, Saliba is somebody that they could possibly look at resting.
Who are they
Um,
gonna Who are they gonna put on to play for Saliba?
they could play Timber at centre back. I don't know.
But then Timber also needs to be rested.
You see, so
Timber,
because yeah, I
Skelly.
think Ben White's going to play this game. So I know Ben White's definitely going to play. So one of them, Timber or Saliba, are going to get rested for Ben White. You guys brought on Tierney, so maybe Lewis Skelly might get a rest. They might give a Jorginho a chance in the midfield. But so that's my thing of I don't quite know what Arsenal are going to do.
Hmm.
Sterling might get a run out. You saw Sterling get a run out last time and be terrible. Trossard is also around. So I don't know
No,
the
I
team
think they're gonna
Arsenal.
play. I think they're gonna go with the front three of Trossard. I think what will end up happening will be a front three of Sterling, Trossard, Wanieri, and then like you're probably gonna end up with like the back four of it being Kivior to give him some more game time to embed. I think they will still play Saliba. It's just a 50-50 about the Saliba situation. But I think then Ben White will play instead of Timber. And then I don't know if Calafiori is
Back, yeah, and I think he's
back or
still
not.
injured.
I think he might still be injured. But if he's not injured, then Calafiori will play for Lewis. But like I think Skelly's fine to play another
Yeah,
90.
he's still young, right? He's like under 21, right? Man has man has still got youth in his legs. Yeah. So
Yeah,
then
and I
I
think
think
you're
that
gonna end up with also like a you'll probably end up with a Jorginho instead of Party. Probably end up
yeah,
with
Rice usually does play. Yeah, Rice usually plays. Yeah, Party is a bit of an injury concern, so they probably will bench Party because he's more likely to get injured. Yeah, then Odegaard also usually plays when fit. So yeah, I think that that is kind of the team they'll look at. So I don't think they're gonna dominate. I'm actually gonna go for an Arsenal draw. Like I think
yeah.
it's gonna
I'd go
be
with a 1-1 draw maybe
yeah, I
something
think
like
it'll
that.
be a 1-1 draw. Yeah, and like just because I think Arsenal, or like maybe that hangover of they still want to continue the party. Like that party could still be vibing from Tuesday night, right? They still at the after party right now celebrating. So maybe they can drink that Kool Aid and like maybe come with the 2-1. But yeah, I honestly think 1-1 draw. I think it's gonna be 1-1.
Yeah, I think a draw is fair. I don't think they lose the game.
Oh no
I
no
would
no!
even I would even
Sid,
go
your
with
prediction was sound. Since you said it, us Arsenal will not lose another game this season, and you have no lies have been told. You have told no lies, Sid. So I'm gonna agree with you. No, Arsenal will not lose another game this season. So 1-1, Arsenal, Brentford.
I could even go with a 0-0 to be honest.
Oh, well, I don't want that because I don't have any Arsenal defense this game week. So, but
I
but no
genuinely
no.
could I could definitely see it 0-0 coming out of this game.
Okay, no, that's fair. Um, Chelsea Ipswich. Now it's time. It is time for you, my boy. Ice cold Palmer. You at home. Ipswich are going
I thought
down.
you're getting rid of I thought you're getting rid of Palmer.
Oh, I am. But
Oh,
yeah, I am. But
but
what? And also, this is what I said of I am getting rid of Palmer. And can I tell you guys, if you have Palmer, you actually must keep him because I'm getting rid of him. So I can see that he is now time. He's going to do something great. So I am getting rid of Palmer, but if you have Palmer, keep him because I'm getting rid of him. But as soon as I get rid of him, he's always all of a sudden going to deliver. So I'm getting rid of Palmer. But yeah, but I still think that Chelsea, even without that, Ipswich are a terrible team away from home. Chelsea are a decent home team. So I think Chelsea will win 1-0 to Chelsea.
I think Chelsea wins 4-0. think Palmer scores a brace. Um,
Okay.
I think Palmer scores a brace and Chelsea win 4-0.
Now you know that I'm selling him, right?
That's why I'm saying what I'm saying.
Sid is an enemy of Sid is the O that never wants you to win. That's what I know that Sid is. Sid is the O that never wants you to succeed in life. I see you, Sid. I see you for who
I
you
might even
are.
pick up Palmer this weekend. I might even pick him up for a weekend.
You know. It's fine. He's going for my team. I don't have money like that anymore. I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna like sometimes you just need to, just sometimes break it off and then I'm like, woo, all of a sudden I have a windfall of money. I'm eating out for one now. I'm like, let's go. So Palmer, we are officially never, ever, ever getting back together.
Interesting.
Yeah, so 1-0 for me, you saying 4-0. Liverpool, West Ham. Liverpool are another difficult team to like
Bruh,
contemplate.
this is not a difficult fixture. Liverpool winning this 2-0.
That's fair. But I will say that since Liverpool got Conor Bradley back in the team, I think that they're a lot stronger as a team.
Yeah.
So I think if they start Conor Bradley, I think that Liverpool can win. But I will give one. I think Jared Bowen will be around. I think Jared Bowen can sneak a goal for them. But
Mm.
yeah, I think Liverpool will win 2-1. Not 2 no. I don't think they're gonna keep a clean sheet. They haven't been Konate hasn't really been playing well. Van Dijk and his contract issues. Robinson
Yeah,
is
but I
giving
think
away.
now that they've mentioned, now that it's come out that they're keeping Van Dijk and Salah, I think you're gonna. I feel like Van Dijk and Salah have been taking a lackluster performance because they're like, yeah, okay, guys, you don't need us. You don't want to give us what we want. We don't mind walking away. You enjoy whatever. And but now if they're staying, and it is true about the reports that they're staying, I think you're gonna see a different Liverpool team walk out. I would have loved the contract issues to go on for a little longer, for maybe to play out till the end of the season, till just before summer. Do we? Do we not? Do we? Do we not? Do we? Do we not? And then next thing, they sign or whatever the story happens at Liverpool. Just because it causes a little bit of interruption, like how Klopp came out last season when they were at the top of the league, and he was like, "Yeah, guys, I'm leaving though," and everybody was like, "Ah." So I was hoping that was the same scenario, but clearly not. So hey,
Okay, that's fair. Yeah, but yeah, okay. Maybe they're around. Maybe they're around. I support that.
this is
Spurs Wolves.
yeah, this is a fixture I don't know. I can't predict this fixture. I
Like,
physically can't.
but I'm just trying to think. I think Cunha is back. I think Cunha is back. Let me check. I
Yes,
think he said
Cunha will
this
be
week.
back. Cunha will be back this week.
Ah, nah. Then I can't trust Spurs with a bar of soap, bro. I can't. The way they were playing another team in the Europa League, and then my boy Pedro Porro scoring your goals. I'm like, nah, you also unserious. Pedro Porro doesn't even start for you in the league. I'm like, nah. I'm not gonna even lie to you. Wolves are a terrible team, but with Cunha and Tottenham's defense, hey, I think it'll be a 2-2 draw. I think it'll be a 2-2 draw.
Okay.
Just because I know that Wolves can't defend either. Because I've had Alt Nori for a lot of game weeks this season. So if
No,
Cunha is
I'm
back,
smiling about the fixture that I just thought was coming next. I'm just smiling about the next fixture. I don't. This Wolves Spurs fixture is a draw. It could be a win. It could be a loss. Honestly, guys, toss a coin because you have it, and it's more likely that the coin is gonna land directly standing upright than you predicting what happens in this game. I'm not even gonna lie to you because they're two teams that are so inconsistent that is wild.
yeah, it's legitimately 15th versus 7, no 14th versus 17th. It is a proper like bottom of the league type of clash. Two teams going nowhere fast with no defense and all out attack.
And
Where
also
it's
the reality is, I think Wolves in relegation zone.
no, they're out now. They're 17th. Yeah, Wolves are
Sorry, just I just
17th.
want to know. I just want to see the points.
No, no, they have like 9 points ahead of
12
Ipswich. Like,
points. 12 points against ahead of Ipswich. 12 points, 4 games. Will Wolves lose 4 games in the next? What's it?
and
The
Ipswich
game
have
week.
to win all of their games. Like, not
Yeah,
like these places magically get. Like,
yeah,
guys,
exactly.
Ipswich would have
That's
put
what I'm
on a
trying to
run.
think. Like, will Ipswich win all? What four? What is it? 8 games left? No, 6 games left of the season.
No,
Roughly
seven. Well,
seven
yeah,
games.
Ipswich have to win like 5 out of 7. I don't see it happening.
Yeah, I don't see it happening. So I think Leicester also going back down. I think all three of these teams are not here. Have
No,
packed
they're
up
not
and gone
existing.
home.
Nah, shit. They're
And I think
planning.
also
They must plan for next
Wolves.
year. They must plan next year in the championship, fam. They must plan already.
I think also like because I think it would have been more interesting if it was the traditional. Oh, you need to get 40 to stay above. I
Well,
think
yeah,
then it
now it's just
becomes
be better than how shit these teams have been. Like,
exactly at 20 points. That is at 18. It's 20 points. At 12 point, I don't see either team. I just don't see Tottenham. Tottenham don't have anything to play for. Neither do Wolves. I just yeah. So
mhm.
whatever fixture. We're getting
Yeah,
to the
so
point in the season where it's just whatever. It's a whatever fixture.
yeah, it's the done. Yeah. So I say 2-0. Yeah, I say 2-0. Yeah, 2-0. No, 2-2, 2-2 Spurs Wolves. 2-2 Spurs Wolves. Both
Okay.
teams can't defend.
Yeah.
And
I
yeah.
could also see a
So
nil-nil. I could also see a nil-nil here as well. It's wild. I could see a nil-nil. I could see a 5-1. Who knows? Like legitimately, Cunha could come out and put three past
oh
Spurs.
yeah, by himself. By himself.
Exactly.
Like I won't lie to you, Cunha is where I want Man United to spend some of its transfer money next season. I'm like, just let's give up on Rasmus. Just lose it up. Just be like, you know what? We try to get Holland light. It's not a thing. Package him. He's still young. Let's not ruin the kid's career. Package him up nicely. Try to get like 35 million for him, and just ship him off somewhere. Just try to get take take your L's. Take your L's. Try to get a 35 for him. Send him off. Try to use that money to try to get a Cunha or a Liam Delap. I've at least seen those guys be on failing teams and know what a goal looks like. I can work with that. If they know where it is, I'm like, let's go. We can work there. We can figure something out together. But yeah, so yeah. But then it's the next game that concerns me in my heart of hearts. That's the issue. Um, so as a delusional fan, Man United versus um, Newcastle, I want to predict a no draw. But if I'm doing actual analysis, which is what we are here for, it has to be 2-0 to Newcastle. So, man, Newcastle have picked up their defense now that obviously they had a problem in I forget the left back got injured. Lewis Hall, yeah. When Lewis Hall got injured, but now Dan Burn is like taking up his spot there at the left back position. I mean, not left back. They've had Livramento go left back, and they're playing Trippier right back with Burn and Shaw. They fixed their backline now. Now that the backline is good, Pope is back because he was injured. Their midfield three is, in my opinion, easily one of the top three or top four best midfield threes in the league. Isaac is arguably the best striker in the league, at least this season, but also top three. If not, then Murphy and Barnes are fine. Um, when Man United, it's Bruno Fernandes. I said all of that about Newcastle, and Man United is, oh no, we have Bruno. That's that's the analysis that I could give you. Like, so I have to say it's Newcastle.
I'd say
But
3-1. 3-1 to
yeah,
Newcastle.
that's me being honest. But in my heart of hearts, no. We can just uh, heart
No,
of
I don't think
hearts,
it's a no. I don't think
hopes
you
and
guys.
dreams,
I don't think
hopes
you
and
guys.
dreams,
I don't think
hopes
you
and
guys
dreams.
have. I don't think you guys have it in you to defend for 90 minutes against a better midfield. Like I could. not a
Yeah,
better
no,
midfield, not a better midfield, but a more like I
energetic
think
midfield.
not even yeah, a more energetic, a stronger midfield, just more physical midfield. That's what I'm looking for. A more physical midfield. Like I think that's what the biggest struggle with playing Newcastle is how physical that midfield is. Even without Gordon and whatever, you have like Bruno Guimaraes, you have even Murphy. It's a very it's a taxing midfield to play against. It's not just
Mm.
a oh yeah you can go in and park the bus. You're gonna have to like play. You're gonna it's gonna be physical, and I just don't see United like. I think United are very good. Like if United have their defensive performances they've had against Arsenal, great they can do it. But then you also have Isaac, and like Arsenal, if you had your defensive performance against Arsenal, but Arsenal had Isaac, you guys are not walking away with the win. So I have to be fair to Newcastle and say I don't think you guys are walking away with a draw, let alone a win in this scenario. I do
Yeah, yeah.
think I do think you guys do score because I do think Bruno has a tendency to put your team on his back and drag something out. And
And you have more faith than I do, my guy. You
I
have more
do think
faith
you
than I
guys
do.
score, but I just don't think. Yeah, I don't think you guys. Yeah, and I think it's gonna be. I don't think it's gonna be and like I don't think it's gonna be a flattering scoreline.
Okay, that's fair. No, yeah, yeah, 2-0. I say 2-0.
I said yeah,
But
3-1.
the fan in me wants 0-0. But the fan in me wants 0-0.
Okay.
Bournemouth, Fulham. This is rough. Because yeah, Fulham. I think both teams are going to score. Um, I'm just trying to guess who's going to win because I think both teams are probably the two teams of like the season. Obviously, other than Nottingham Forest, but I'm like these two teams kind of came out of nowhere where these guys have been competing with getting trying to get a conference position or a Europa League position. Like I think Bournemouth are ninth, um, and Fulham are around the same area. So I think that this has ability of a 2-2 draw. Or yeah, I say 2-2 draw. I think this is going to be a 2-2 draw. I think that this
No,
is
I
a
think
high
Bournemouth
score.
win this. I think
Oh,
Bournemouth
okay,
win this 2-1.
okay. No, no, because yeah, both teams are really in their groove right now. So Fulham are coming off of their 3-2 win against a Liverpool team, even though Liverpool did give them one or two of the goals. So that's why I'm like, yes, I can see a 3-2 Bournemouth, but Bournemouth also just haven't been in great form where they're scoring a lot of goals, but they're not, winning as many matches as they were winning beforehand.
Yeah.
So I think 2-2 draw for me.
Okay. Our final fixture: Newcastle Palace.
Um,
Newcastle have to win this. I think Newcastle are the ones to win it. I don't think Palace don't score. I think it's a close game. I think it's like a 2-1 game sort of scenario.
yeah, I think it's 2-1, but I don't know to which team. So I'm gonna say that. I think it's gonna be 2-1, but I think either team could win. Um, I think I will give 2-1 to Newcastle just because I know
Isaac.
that
I just give it to Isaac.
Crystal Palace have some defensive injuries. So, and I know that. So, I just think that they just aren't at full strength defensively. Where I think that Newcastle have their whole team together.
Yeah.
So Newcastle have their whole team together. So just for that purpose, I will give it to. We'll give it to Newcastle as well. I'll agree with you.
Yeah. That's all hindsight is foresight.
Foresight. Alrighty, cool, Sid. So obviously, what are you gonna, you've elaborated to the people that for your team, it's a triple captain day for you. So and I can see why with your predictions. You're like, yo, 3-1, 2-1. I'm like, those are 5 goals. I'm like, Isaac gonna be involved somewhere in those 5 goals. So Sid is firmly going on the triple captain route this game week. I am not at this current moment in time. So I'm gonna support Yazoo. So obviously triple captain. Are you making any transfers this game week?
Nope.
Alrighty, Tibbs
Not a
might
single.
make a transfer. He's looking to get rid of Palmer. He's looking to get rid of Kirkes. Those are two players that are looking to leave his team. And Tibbs is looking at a possible bench boost or triple captain. Haven't decided yet, but that's currently where I'm at. I need another day or two to think it through. But don't be surprised if Tibbs bench boosts and then Siddle wildcard, and you'll see who comes
Wild
out
card.
on
I'm
top.
already wild carded.
I'm not. I mean, City's gonna triple captain, and I'm gonna bench boost. Then you'll see who comes out on top. So it's
I'm
a,
ready.
it's a final countdown. Final
I'm
countdown.
ready.
So
I'm ready.
bench boost versus triple captain. Let's go. But yeah, so then that's kind of yeah. So that's been our episode. Thank you guys for Sid's blasphemy at the start of the episode, making fun of Man United and not shutting up about Arsenal. So if
Hala
you guys
Madrid. Hala Madrid.
segment,
Hala
I
Madrid.
want to highlight, no forget no Madrid. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the episode. Remember that my name is Sims from the FPL Diamond Dogs.
And my name's Sid, the Arsenal supporter, and Hala
Uh,
Madrid.
and remember, we're number one in the field, like
and
Arsenal.
number and number one in your hearts.